Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He was the first Prime Minister of independent India and is known as the architect of modern India. He was born in Allahabad on November 14, 1889, the only child of Pandit Motilal, Nehru, and Swaruprani. In 1928, he became General Secretary of the Indian National Congress and in 1929 became its president. Nehru was not only a great statesman, but also a great orator. He is also a difference writer. Here is a famous Jawaharlal Nehru quote. Enjoy. We live in a majestic world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventures we can have if only we seek them with our eyes open. Ignorance is always afraid of change. There is nothing more horrifying than stupidity in action. There is perhaps nothing so worse and so dangerous in life as fear. Evil unchecked grows. Evil tolerated poisons the whole system. You can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. Facts are facts and will not disappear on account of your likes. The future belongs to science and those who make friends with science. Failure only comes when we forget our ideals and objectives and principles. Every little thing counts in a crisis. The art of a people is a true mirror to their minds. The only alternative to coexistence is co-destruction. Life is like a game of cards. The hand that has dealt you is determinism. The way you play, it is free will. Action to be effective must be direct to conceived ends. The man who has gotten everything he wants is all in favor of peace and order. Success often comes to those who dare to act. It seldom goes to the timid who are ever afraid of the consequences. Loyal and efficient work in a great cause, even though it may not be immediately recognized, ultimately bears fruit. A country has to be well known by the way it treats its animals. Politics and religion are obsolete. The time has come for science and spirituality. Time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves. The wheel of change moves on. Those who were down, those who were up, go down. I had taught by a great man never to hate and never to fear. Whatever gods there be, there is something godlike in man, as there is also something of the devil in him. Truth is one sad face still, though the wise call it by various names. Let us be a little humble. Let us think that the truth may not perhaps be entirely with us. Do or die. Great causes and little men go ill together. Peace is not a relationship of nations. It is a condition of mind brought about by a serenity of soul. Peace is not merely the absence of war. It is also a state of mind. Discontent is the spur of progress. Lasting peace can come only to peaceful people. The person who talks most of his virtue is often the least virtuous. The person who runs away exposes himself to that very danger more than a person who sits quietly. Culture is the widening of the mind and the spirit. It is only too easy to make suggestions and later try to escape the consequences of what we say. The policy of being too cautious is the noble risk of all. What we are matters more than what other people think of us. Our chief defect is that we have more given to talking about things than to doing them. What we need is a generation of peace. A man who is afraid will do anything. A theory has to be tempered with reality. An action itself, so long as I am convinced that it is right action, gives me satisfaction. There is no end to the adventures that we can have if only we seek them with our eyes open. The forces in a capitalist society, if left unchecked, tend to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. Nationalism is essentially a group memory of past achievements, traditions, and experiences. The children of today will make the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country. The objective of education was to produce a desire to serve the community as a whole and to apply the knowledge gained not only for personal but for public welfare. Crises and deadlocks, when they occur, have at least this advantage that they force us to think. The highest type of efficiency is that which can utilize existing material to the best advantage. Socialism is not only a way of life, but a scientific approach to social and economic problems. To be successful in life, you need education. Our desires seek out supporting reasons and tend to ignore facts and arguments that do not fit in with them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and also subscribe to our video.